A Passionless Worship of God. Lifeless Christianity. I remembered the prophetic words I got at a previous meeting and began to pray about hardness of heart. As I began to pray, I remembered a vision I saw of a heart that had patches of rock on different parts of it. I saw this heart again, but this time it seemed the person who had it was very pale, like someone who lacked blood. I then saw them in a desert, and they were staggering through as if they had been thirsty for days. I noticed this person had something connected to their nose like an oxygen mask. It seemed this was how they were breathing. I had the impression that the blood represented passion, and that we were devoid of passion. I started to feel pain in my chest, and was almost at the point of tears. I saw a healthy heart, and as it was pumping, there was blood moving through the body, and there was color on this person. I had the impression that the lack of blood resulted in a lack of oxygen. I realized that the red blood cells actually carry oxygen around the body. I had the impression that we had been given to methodic and monotonous worship, that it had lost its fervor. It almost seemed like we were just trying to get through the order of things. We had lost sight of how important each season was and what it brought for us. This quote, "The destination is the journey," came to mind, and it seemed like we were looking towards an ending to something, but failed to see that the destination of it was really the journey we were going through. I saw Aslan of the Chronicles of Narnia, and I saw the scene where he went into the Ice Queen's lair, and by his breath, he cracked through and made alive those who had been turned to stone. I had the impression that it was only through the breath of the Spirit that our hardened hearts could be cracked through. Then I understood that the Spirit was also the blood that ran through and gave life. He was the one who was to stir up our passion, and it would only come from yielding to Him. It seemed like we only sought the Spirit at specific times, that is, church meetings, Bible study, etc., but failed to invite Him into other areas of our lives, so we only had doses of the Spirit. This tied up with the cracked heart, and also the person wandering in the wilderness who did not have enough blood circulating. They needed an oxygen mask and were pale-looking, even though they had some blood. March 11th, 2024. Sister P.R.O. Copyright Gamwatch.